Newcomers are not always welcome in America. Downtown Houston, Allen Parkway Village is a federal development going back to the 30s and traditionally reserved for blacks. Now, half of the residents are Indo-Chinese.
They're driving us out. We don't have nowhere to stay. The Vietnamese at one point was taking over. They was putting them in and throwing others out. They could afford to come up with the money and we couldn't. Simple as that. Our kids and our family was being thrown out because of this.
There has been a lot of violence, and even today the two communities don't mix. Black kids play on one side of the basketball court, Vietnamese on the other.
Well, initially there was some tension because you had two groups of people from two different worlds. That was a culture shock.
Lenwood Johnson is head of the Residents' Council.
They drive their fish out in the sun. Blacks didn't like the odor coming from the fish, so there was a conflict there.
I think they get away with some things that we didn't get away with.
They had gardens. We wasn't allowed to have gardens, you know. They driving fine cars. We can't even buy used cars. We walk everywhere we got to go or catch the metro.
There's a cultural difference in here. Americans can say something in one way, it's offensive to Asian people. They can say things another way that we don't quite understand. It has a different connotation.
It was a whole lot of hostility. It's a lot of fighting among the residents and the Vietnamese because they pretty much did what they wanted to.
It seems to be that the city was conspiring to demolish this place, and they wanted a group of people in here who did not have the political clout to stop a demolition. They wanted to redevelop this area into luxury housing.
My house is about to cave down on me. Cabinets falling down. Brick caving in.
This land has enormous real estate value, and many believe that bringing in the Vietnamese is part of a conspiracy.
Vietnamese do not know their rights or laws, and they can come by there and tell them, if you don't get out in 2 hours, I'm going to have the police to put you in prison. And a lot of times the Vietnamese do not know any better. They get out right then and there, what they can carry on their back. They get scared and they leave. The next thing you know, the house is empty.
30% of the units are now without occupants.
Well, I think they look like they're trying to push us out of here.
Are we succeeding?
Well, not all of us.
Outside pressure has forced residents to unite.
It's a little difficult with approximately 5 different languages to hold a meeting, but started in '83, through the resident council, we started people working together instead of fighting each other.
Long as it's here and long as somebody's here, I'll be one of them.
People learn to live together, but as American blacks know too well, prejudices have a long life.